Welcome to qualifying here at the Shanghai International Circuit in China. This 5.45-kilometre track is going to provide us with some thrilling twists and turns within the next hour. One of the big changes on this year's grid is Fernando Alonso, who's left Ferrari and is now back with McLaren.
Many people would never have thought Fernando would go back to McLaren after the volatile year he spent there in 2007. But back he is, and he'll be wanting to make the most of their renewed partnership with Honda.
What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode as Pastor Maldonado, and I have been really enjoying this series. It's been so fun to drive, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. If you're new to my channel, then welcome, and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And if you haven't seen Australia and Malaysia already, I recommend you do. Two fantastic races full of excitement, and now we're moving on to round 3 in China. Another one of my not so good tracks. I've got a bit of a streak of that with Malaysia, China and Bahrain, 3 of my weaker tracks in a row, but we're doing okay at the moment. We're 10th at the moment. Most of the session we've been 7th, but we've dropped down a few positions as we come to the end of the session, coming through a very tricky final corner. We've done that pretty nicely, coming to the line. Where are we going to end up? It is 8th position. Nice.
What a drive by Nico Rosberg. He's got the fastest lap of the session and is on pole position for tomorrow's race.
Well, they've shown the car has great pace today, but they'll need to demonstrate what it can do over the race duration if they are to secure the victory tomorrow.
It's nearly 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon here in Shanghai, and that means only one thing. It's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. Pole position can only be secured by one driver, and the lucky gentleman goes by the name of Nico Rosberg this weekend. You wouldn't bet against the German driver pressing his Mercedes to victory today.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
It was a good win last time out for Lewis Hamilton, who will still be feeling buoyant going into today's race. He knows he's got the beating of the rest of the field as long as he doesn't hit any reliability issues with his Mercedes.
Well, Lewis can beat anyone on his day. His pace has been second to none at times. He just has a knack of finding those extra tenths which others can't. I'm expecting him to be particularly strong at the end of the stints today.
So it's raining in China, just to make things a little bit more difficult for myself, and it looks like a 2-stop on the Inters. So should it be a pretty interesting race? Onto the grid now. Let's see if we can get a good start. Been struggling for traction in the past 2 races. 5 lights and away we go. We've actually got a pretty good start compared to Ricciardo. Not too bad. We've got our teammate on the left. Grosjean's flying up our outside. We're going to keep it in on the inside, trying to not make any contact with him, but we're slithering up the inside of Ricciardo. No contact there either. Side by side. This is very tight. Tricky conditions as well. I think we're going to try and go around the outside. Can we get the Williams here, Bottas? No, we just get slightly better traction than us. But that is a prime position for oversteer. As Ricciardo gets back his 7th position, we're going to go up the inside. Ricciardo's broken slightly early. Trying to avoid Bottas ahead, and there we go. Up into 7th. Decent start there. But it's going to be very tricky to stick with the cars ahead. I know they're all faster than me, so we've got to be realistic. 7th position could be a position to aim for. A decent result as well. Get some more points after no points in Malaysia. But onto the very long DRS straight. I think is it the longest straight in F1? I'm pretty sure it is. But Ricciardo just absolutely flies past me, even with his Renault power unit. So my setup might not be the best in terms of straight line speed, but we're trying to hang around the outside. Ricciardo leaves me space, but yeah, just enough space, but he gets the traction. And I'm down to 8th, just ahead of Max Verstappen. So, oh god, we've picked up the bollard and it's just gone under our car. But yeah, trying to get Ricciardo back here using the slipstream, but I don't think we have enough straight line speed to get him back here. He doesn't seem the quickest there though. We had to brake quite a bit to not hit Ricciardo. We've gone for the gap into turn 1. This is so close. This is great driving from both of us. Wheel to wheel racing. Can we get on the power? No, we can't. We were stuck on the curb there, and we're still in 8th place. But Ricciardo pulled away the next couple of laps, and Verstappen was on my tail, and I made a mistake into the final corner. I have so much trouble with that corner. Try my best not to corner cut, and then leave the track on the exit. But Verstappen's got to run. I'm still kind of on the inside, so I'm going to keep my foot in there. And I think we've maintained 8th. No, Verstappen is not coming back at us yet. But yeah, I'm definitely under pressure here. Just to get a few points. So on to lap 9 now. My tyres were really going off, so I thought it was time to pit for another set of the intermediates. Here we go into the box. Is it a decent stop? 3.2, not too bad. I think the Williams held us up a little bit. But Bottas in the Williams was so slow coming out of the pits. Just look at this. I didn't expect that. A late, uncontrolled move up the inside. And Bottas has got us straight back. But look how slow he is going into this fast left-right. Look at that. I'm braking so heavily just to avoid him. Trying to go around the outside, which will be the inside here. And I think I've got the move done. I don't know what's going on with Bottas. Even if he's saving fuel, he's surely not that slow. Don't know if it's ours has got a problem or something. But I'm up a position. And I said in Malaysia I didn't want to race Will Stevens again. And what do you know, the next race I'm going round the outside of Will Stevens, who was actually in the points at this point, but not anymore. That's probably the highest he'll be all season. And it's a pretty simple move. He is on older tyres than us. We are obviously on the brand spanking new intermediates. And here we go, looking at the move from Stevens' point of view. And as you can see, he's got no grip. He's so slow. He's in such a bad car. I think it's the 2014 Marussia car, if I'm not mistaken. And look at the traction. Even I'm out tractioning someone. And it came to lap 14 and quite a few cars hadn't pitted, including the 2 McLarens and Ericsson there ahead of me. So that if it's going to stay wet for the rest of the race, they must be 1 stopping and I'm 2 stopping. So a variation in strategy there. Alonso, so slow, I just slipped it up the inside. He left the door open. He obviously has no grip left, as I do an oversteer job there. And you can see from his point of view, he saw me come and gave me the room and understood that I was just going to get straight past. And then Button was the same, so slow, so I just thought, go up the inside, he avoided me. That's another position gained. Ericsson would have been my next victim, but he went into the pits. Yeah, quick reactions there from Jensen. He obviously wasn't going to fight it, it would have been pointless. But I caught up to Ricciardo very quickly. He was also going pretty slow, so I'm not sure if these AI are really struggling on these intermediate tyres. I think... well, no, he's been on them tyres for the same amount of time as me, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, even I'm overtaking someone on the DRS straight now. Straight line speed, easy move past Ricciardo. And yeah, up into 4th place. We're quite far behind Massa. I don't think we'll be trouble in the top 3 as Raikkonen is going for a move on Ricciardo as well. I have gone wide, I've outbroken myself. Can we maintain 4th from the 2 cars behind? Come back onto the track just ahead of Ricciardo. Raikkonen's on our outside for the final corner. Surely he can't make that move stick. No, I think he's gone off the track there, lost control. And after that exhilarating bit of just racing from all of us, I'm still in 4th. But as you can see here, I am easily past Ricciardo. And for some reason, I just go straight off the track. My tyres are pretty old at this point. And Raikkonen's gone up the inside of Ricciardo. I think he's got the move done. But I come on the track quite dangerously, actually. Blocking Ricciardo. Side by side with Raikkonen into the final corner. But he just... what happened here? Yeah, he just didn't turn in. And a bit of contact with Ricciardo. And then Bottas from behind just flies past Raikkonen. And he's just gained an easy position there. So a great sequence of action there between the 4 cars. But on to lap 16 now. Ricciardo is overtaking me. Can't believe it. It must be the setup, and yeah, my tyres have gone. I've gone straight off the track. Ricciardo's easily past me, but it's too early to pit for another set of intermediates. I'm not doing 12 laps on the final set. That would be absolutely crazy. We're still in 5th here. Bit of a warning there. I don't think I went that far off the track. But lap 19. I don't know, looking at the weather, it's starting to clear up a little bit. It's not raining as hard as before. The AI, quite a few of the AI cars have gone into the pits to go onto prime or dry tyres. And I'm confused right now. What do? I don't think it's wet enough. Dry enough even for dry tyres. But yeah. When you're getting overtaken by a Manor, then you've got problems. So I think I left it one lap too late and it was time to pit right now. You can see Rosberg setting the fastest lap of the race. At that point I was 5 seconds a lap slower. So we're going on to the option tyres for a quick 8-lap stint at the end. And I was really surprised when I came out the pits how much grip I had compared to on the intermediates. It just surprised me. And I'm just feeling out the track at this point and they feel fantastic. Even though there'll be an oversteer moment there. Yes, of course, traditional for that corner. But we're into 6th, we've got Ricciardo ahead. I think Massa's just ahead of him if I'm not mistaken. And behind me is Bottas and Vettel. So Vettel's dropped through the field. I'm not sure what's happened to him. But I'm trying to close in on Ricciardo. I really want a 5th place after the not so good showing in Malaysia. But look at my mirrors. There is a Ferrari closing in very quickly. And he just easily gets past before DRS. Look how easy this is. He's on the prime tyres, so I guess he has more grip at this point. I'll move slightly to the right. But he easily gets past me. So simple. And then he also got past Ricciardo there pretty easily as well. And that's all that happened really for the rest of the race. I was in 7th. Bottas couldn't catch up to me. I had a similar pace to Ricciardo. But 7th place, that's pretty good. I'll take 6 points. So coming to the final corner. It's been a decent race. Quite a bit of action. The weather played a bit of havoc just to spice things up. Coming to the line and it's a 7th position. Some great points for the Lotus team. And there we go, getting out the car. Mercedes goes past. They've won once again.
So a great drive today from Nico Rosberg, and I'm sure the Mercedes garage will be celebrating that win long into the night.
It's been a great day's racing, and it's fair to say that they deserved that win. Their strategy was spot on.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So that going on to one stop for wet tyres has not worked at all for the two McLarens and Ericsson, who were up in 7th, 8th and 9th at one point. Mary got a penalty. That was actually for holding me up. He ignored blue flags when I was trying to overtake him. But looking at the driver's standings, Hamilton is 7 points ahead of Rosberg, who won this race. And it could be an epic battle for 3rd. I'm not sure if I'll be involved in it. But yeah, it's looking good, battling with Nasser and Ricciardo. It's going to be very close. And I'm looking forward to the battle. Some of this racing this season has been fantastic. So we're going to look at the constructors. I forgot to record it, so I had to go to this screen. And Mercedes obviously miles ahead, but Williams just ahead of Ferrari. Ferrari haven't been the best this season, and we're up in 4th. I think it's going to be an epic battle once again with Red Bull and Sauber for 4th. So if you enjoyed that video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and the next race will be in Bahrain, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.